had a very powerful encounter today that really made me want to share it on the video blog today. So we're going to take a break from Life Lessons from the Woo. And I want to talk to you today about it isn't always what it looks like. There's an employee at my job, and a young lady who's been with us about 4 or 5 months, and she doesn't have any hair or very little of it. And what's so interesting is the young lady, up to this point, she and I hadn't really had a chance to talk, or and also for the sake of not being offensive, I didn't really approach the subject. But what's really interesting is we had the opportunity today to get in the car on the way back from meeting with a client, and we talked. And she opened up to me and talked to me about the condition that had caused her to lose her hair. Now, for the last 3 or 4 years, I've worked with the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation with their major event here in Jacksonville, the Race for the Cure. And I've come in contact through that event with so many women and men who have gone through chemotherapy and survived breast cancer. And many of them have lost their hair. Now, from my frame of reference, I'm used to seeing cancer patients being the ones who lose their hair. So I automatically assumed that this young lady had lost her hair as a result of a battle with cancer as well. But in talking with her today, I discovered that it was actually at the age of 3 that she had alopecia, which caused her hair to fall out. Now, what's interesting is alopecia on her was not a condition, or is not a condition, that was readily visible. Now, note that. It's not readily visible. And it really caused me to look at something, because I had judged her situation, or had made an assessment of her situation based on my framework of thinking, the experiences that I've had, and what frames my world. I had basically judged judged her condition of having no hair based on that. What's so interesting about it is it was something underlying that I could not see that actually had caused her condition. How many people have we judged prematurely because we didn't know what may have been going on in their lives, what may have been happening, what series of events led to them being what we see, what's underlying in their lives? It really kind of got to me because she shared a story with me of a young boy when she was in school who told her, he said, "I would go out with you, but you don't have any hair." Now, we're talking about a very beautiful, beautiful young lady. Not only is she beautiful by way of face, but she's also beautiful by her personality. She has an awesome personality. And, it's so funny because how many of us miss out on meeting and spending time with and learning from and gleaning from great people simply because we don't like the package, or we see something in the package that we don't like? Well, I want to tell you today that sometimes we miss out on some great opportunities just because we're looking at the outside. I want to tell you today that it's not always what it looks like. So I had the opportunity to learn from this young lady how she handled the ridicule, the rejection, because kids can be cruel. I had the opportunity to talk with her about that, and she was so candid with me and so pointed with me. She said, "Farris, after a while, you just come to realize and accept this is just who you are. You can't change it, so you might as well live with it." And she really has. She's adapted to the condition. She said she's only worn wigs maybe twice in her life. She's proud of the fact that she can walk around with no hair and still be the great person that she is. How many of us who look at ourselves, we may not be the body proportion that we want, or we may not have all the financial benefits that we want, or we may not be where we want to be in life, and we judge ourselves and look down on ourselves as a result. Well, I want to tell you today, you can't afford to miss out on who you can be just because of what your situation dictates. You got to remember, you only live once. You only got one you. You might as well make it count. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment.